You know how Tank Davis fights always get people talking?
Always. But this time, it's spun off in a completely different direction.
Yeah, totally unexpected. We're looking at 50 Cent suddenly weighing in, calling out Jim Jones and Jules Santana, too, right after Tank's latest fight.
It's wild. You've got 50, Jim Jones, Jules, then Cameron and May. All these huge hip-hop names tangled up.
Exactly, all interconnected. And now 50's basically saying Jim and Jules are somehow, like, bad luck for Tank, or affecting his winning streak.
That's the core of it. He's publicly blaming them for maybe not Tank losing, but perhaps not looking as sharp as he could. It's a strange accusation to level at fellow artists about an athlete.
It really kicked off after Jim Jones appeared on It Is What It Is, that show with Cameron and May.
Right. And 50 Cent didn't waste much time. He hit social media pretty hard after that.
Oh, yeah. With some, let's say, very specific descriptions aimed at Jim and Jules, no names needed, you knew who he meant.
He definitely used some pointed imagery, referencing physical details, stuff like teeth, gray beards, even a scarf, I think.
Yeah. The chrome heart scarf, it was very visual, like you said, making it clear he felt they looked kind of down bad.
And connecting that appearance directly to this idea of negative energy affecting Tank.
Which is the craziest part. Because it wasn't just 50 saying this out of the blue. Cameron and May were already on that same wavelength on their show.
That alignment is really striking, isn't it? Cameron, on It Is What It Is, had already singled out Jim Jones and Jules.
He did. He specifically talked about them bringing, quote, bad energy around Tank.
So 50 wasn't initiating this idea, he was amplifying what Cameron had already put out there.
Exactly. And Cameron sort of explained his reasoning, didn't he?
Yeah, he went into it, described them as seeming sad and mad and depressed, like they were trying to put on a happy face but weren't genuinely happy underneath.
Right, that whole vibe of trying to project something you're not feeling. And he felt that could rub off on Tank.
It taps into that whole idea about your environment, the people you keep close. Cameron even gave Tank direct advice about it.
He did. Pretty blunt advice, too. Basically told him to keep sage in that environment.
Sage, yeah, like cleanse the space. And he warned Tank that being around that kind of energy could really mess things up for him.
He literally said they could fuck your energy up. Didn't mince words.
Not at all. He called it nasty work and strongly suggested Tank needed to distance himself. Said something like, nobody's happy over there.
It was a really strong push for Tank to cut ties, or at least keep them at arm's length.
Which makes 50 Cent echoing those exact sentiments almost immediately after.
Yeah.
Well, it makes it feel coordinated, or at least like a shared perspective among them.
It definitely looks like a unified front from 50, Cam, and May, all pointing at Jim Jones and Jules as this potential, like, energy drain on Tank Davis.
It's such a bizarre situation.
Yeah.
You expect post-fight talk about strategy about opponents, not about the alleged vibes of rappers in the entourage.
Seriously. So, just to recap the madness. 50 Cent doubles down on claims made by Cameron and May, suggesting Jim Jones and Jules Santana's presence, their bad energy, is somehow hindering Tank Davis.
It's a fascinating layer to the usual sports commentary. Performance influenced by celebrity energy dynamics.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What do people listening think about this? Is there something to this idea that the energy of the people around you can actually impact how you perform, especially at that elite level?
Or is it just high-level gossip getting blown out of proportion? Definitely something to chew on. How much does your circle really shape your success?